Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we are going to find the order of the given matrices. Let's recall how we represent the order of a matrix. If a matrix has m rows and n columns, then the order is represented by m by n, in which m represents the number of rows. The first digit of the order represents number of rows, and the second digit of the order, that is n, represents number of columns. So what were rows and what were columns? Rows were the horizontal arrangement of the entries, and the columns were vertical arrangement of the entries. Now let's find out the order of this matrix, which is represented by the capital letter A, in which we have how many rows and how many columns? Let's see. Which we have 2 rows and 2 columns. So the order will be represented by 2 by 2. You don't need to make these arrowheads. These are just for your understanding. Now for the matrix B, again we have 2 rows. That is, this one is R1, this one is R2. And again we have 2 columns, C1 and C2. So the order is represented by 2 by 2. Let's move further. The other questions. C part, C matrix, in which we have 1 row, this is R1, and we have 2 columns. So this matrix is of order 1 by 2, means 1 row and 2 columns. Let's move further with the D matrix, in which we have 3 rows and only 1 column. So you see 3 rows and 1 column, so we are going to write it like 3 by 1. E part, we have 3 rows, 3 by, and we have 2 columns, then we are represented by 3 by 2. G part, which we have only 1 row and 1 column, so this is R1 and this is C1, so 1 by 1. Next, move further with other parts. Now these are the 2 parts. So let's see, this is the first row, R1, represented by the horizontal line. This is the second row and this is the third row. So we have 3 rows, 3 by. Let's move forward with the columns. We have 3 columns represented by the vertical arrangement, C1, C2, C3. So the order is represented by 3 by 3. Now in this last matrix, that is H matrix, we have 2 rows, R1 and R2, represented by the horizontal arrangement, and we have 3 columns represented by the vertical arrangement of the entries. So the order of this H matrix is 2 by 3. So generally we represent order by m by n, in which first digit represents rows and the second digit represents number of columns. So I hope now you people can easily identify the order of matrices. Thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz.